Hey fam, welcome to me playing a dope game called Pixel Art where you fill in the grid, where you paint the map with random colored pixels. Alright, this is hella dope and fun. And yeah, it's really relaxing. And yeah, let's tune in. Alright, so for 49, we got this like, I don't know, light greenish color. Alright, don't mind the ad. It's almost over. Alright. And we're just gonna color the map. And we'll see what the picture is. 48's this pink color. And I'm starting with higher numbers and I'm working my way down to lower numbers. Because I like going down. Because the bigger numbers give me more anxiety, and the smaller numbers are less anxiety reducing. It's easier to be calmer with smaller numbers. Alright, now 45.7 was this kind of green, 48.6 was this darker pink, 45 is now a lighter pink. I don't really know how to describe it other than that. I'll just say like 2 words for each color, like whether it's light, medium, or dark, and like the general hue. Now 44 is more of a mid pink, and 43 is light greenish yellow. Very weird color. It's kind of interesting. And now 42 is a dark green. Now I don't know what this picture is going to be. It's probably going to be a bouquet of flowers or something like that now. 41's like an olive green, so mid green. This is really fun, and this is hella dope. I highly recommend this to relax too. I feel like Bob Ross, except with way less talent. It's still fun though. 40 is like a blue-gray, kind of mid-colored. That's pretty cool. 39 is almost white basically. Be a little pinkish yellowish, but wow, almost off-white, like alabaster. And the way I'm coloring this is I'm holding my finger down and just sliding it across. I used to do this tapping thing, but when you're playing this, that takes too much time. Well, you can tap it if there's like a group of 3 or less, but if there's like 4 or more pixels in one space, it's more effective to tap. I mean, more efficient to slide across, like hold down and slide. Now 38 was like this mustard color. 37 is kind of like 39, except a little darker. Pretty cool. I don't really see the difference between 36 and 38. Let's see here. I feel like 36 is just slightly darker. 38. That's really it. Yeah. 35's another pink shade. On the mid to light. It's like mid light. It's not medium, it's not light, it's kind of mid light. It's kind of cool. I don't really like pink that much. If I tell you, I'm going to tell you what colors I do like. When I come across a color I like, I'll let you know. So far the colors have been so-so. I don't really like any of them yet. Like this 34 is kind of so-so. I mean, that's kind of brownish yellow, and brown's my favorite color. It's not like, it's an alright color. There's better shades. That's like the darkest one by far. It's like a gradation. 38 was light, 36 was mid, 34 was the darkest mustard yellow. Now 33 is like a slightly darker yellowish green. It's like this light yellow green color, but slightly darker than the other number before it. I forgot what that number was, but it's a little darker now. Now 32 is like 40, but a little darker. Pretty cool. All right. Let me know if I do this again. please let me know if you want me to, if I should start with lower numbers first or higher numbers first. Personally, I prefer to go with high and then going to low, because to me it's less anxiety inducing that way. I feel like counting up big numbers might give people anxiety. They might stress you out or overwhelm you. Just have a feeling like smaller numbers are less anxiety inducing. So let me know. Alright, that was 31, kind of a mustard color again. 30 is like a sage green. Very interesting. Got this like, it's like a Goomba almost. That's the head. Those 2 feet there. Cool. Goombas are mushrooms from Mario. Making some cool shapes here. Alright, 29 and through 23, just a bunch of pinks. So I'm not going to say that each one is a pink. You can kind of see that. I'm just going to say, I'm not going to call it a pink from here on out up until 23. I'm just going to say that whether it's light, medium, or dark, and that's it. This is kind of mid-light. There's a lot of pink. Not a huge fan of that, but it is what it is. Winners can't be choosers. Sometimes you get colors you like, sometimes not. Okay, 28's a lighter pink. I said it was a pink. 28's a lighter shade of the color. You know the color. Got this little squiggly here. That's cool. Yeah, this is one thing I'm very interested in. So, if you saw on my channel, I have like colored pixels, like making my own maps, and I also had this short about which color is the prettiest when it came to playing this game, like color coding, like a countries. For example, red was like really far away, and green was like an incorrect answer. Well, red was like an incorrect answer, far away, and if you guessed a country and it was green, then you were right on the money or something like that. I have another short like that. So that's just something that I'm really interested in. Let me know if you comment down below if you're the same way. Alright, we're almost done with 28. And there's this little icon, this little circle in the top. In the top right, you can see this kind of circle. And it's getting gray and it's going in counterclockwise direction. So the gray part is what I've done already. The white part is what I still need to do. Let me know if you notice the circle. I think it's pretty clear. 27 is like a dark pink, bougainvillea pink. As my mom would say, bougainvillea. I don't know. I don't know which one's ugly. If you had to ask, you asked me which one I found the prettiest or the ugliest, it's kind of hard to say. They're both about the same to me. All these pinks are about the same. Right, 26 is lighter, mid to light pink again. Took a break from the dark side. And 25 is also going to be a lighter pink. Basically, it's going to be kind of lightish to medium from here on out for the pinks. I think 25 is a little darker than 26, but regardless, it's still a pink. Some of these shapes are like almost rectangles. That was 1 pixel away from being a perfect rectangle. Kind of a bummer, but oh well. Winners can't be choosers. We're almost done with 26. Now we're on 25. For some of these puzzles, there's going to be symmetry. So if you color one side of the map with one color, you're going to, in one way, you're going to color the map with the color the other side the same way too. I haven't noticed a lot of symmetry with this color map yet, but sometimes with some pictures you'll have symmetry. You'll notice what I mean when you do it. It's kind of hard to explain, but it's just something that comes easier through doing. Alright, 25 is indeed a little darker than 26. We're almost done. And now we're on to 24. Alright, even darker than 25, nice. Then 23 is going to even be darker than 24. Cool beans. And it's all randomized. I don't know, like, why I feel like it's kind of randomized. I feel like there's no rhyme or reason for this. Like, certain colors just are a certain number. Like, why is 24 pink and not green? I feel like in this particular shade of green, like this darkish green, darkish pinkish, middish, darkish middish pink, not this more lightish pink. I feel like that's just a randomized aspect of the game, and I like randomness. Randomness is fun and cool. If every one thing had a predicted order and structure, it would be boring. It's nice to be kept on your toes a little bit. Spontaneity is dope. Comment down below if you agree. I think so, fam. Alright. Now we're on 23. Even darker than 24, as you can see. Pretty dope. Oh, and I created a rhyme. We're on 23, and even darker than 24, as you can see. 3 and C, rhyme. Pretty dope. Alright, well, 22 is... Alright, now we're done with the pinks! Now we're on to this really dark color. 22 is very dark. That's pretty cool. Nice change of pace. All of a sudden we had all these light colors, now we're in a really dark land. That's dope. I don't know, I think it's like a really dark bluish green. More blue than green, though. Now 21 is a significantly friendlier looking color. Like a lightish, kind of muted looking, mid to lightish, muted green. 20 is even more pastel-like. If I had to say which one I like is prettier, I'd say 21 is nicer. 20 is too washed out. Between the two greens, I definitely like 21 more. And we just did 21, now we're on 20. Alright. I'm just trying to look. There's one little picture there we got to do, and then we're done. 19 is even lighter than 20. It's a very, now 19 is very washed out. I'm really not a big fan of 19, if I'm being honest. Oh well. You're going to have to see ugly colors if you want to do this. That's part of the thing. Not everything can be pretty. Some things you just got to bunker through and tolerate. Oh, we noticed that. Now we're done with 19, now we're on 18. 18 is a very strange color. I don't know, fam, how do you describe that? It's like some puce color, like a purplish pink, but also kind of muted looking. Very strange color. Now 17 is just a darker version of the same color, I think. Yeah, pretty much. Huh. Now we're on 16. We're making dope-ass progress. We're very close. Now 16 is basically a nice break from 17 and 18. It's lighter in both of them. I predict there's going to be an ad here shortly. Wouldn't surprise me. Alright, now we're done with pinks. Now we're back to greens again with 15. 15 is kind of a more of kind of an olive green color again, kind of a mid to light olive green. It's a nice color. That's alright. It's not my fave, but it is what it is. Yeah, I think this is gonna turn into a bouquet of flowers if I'm not mistaken. Like I said earlier, I think I definitely prefer starting with higher numbers and working my way down to lower numbers. And I'm probably gonna, honestly, I'm probably gonna do that even if I get comments saying do the other way. I just prefer doing it this way. Actually, no, I'll listen to you guys. If you want to do the other way, if I do this again and you want me to do the other way, I can, but I personally just like starting high and going low. It's less anxiety inducing that way, because big numbers can be kind of scary to think about, so smaller numbers are less hard to think about, I think, sometimes. I was talking so much that I forgot to say what 13 and 14 were, but 14 was a really washed out yellow-green, like basically a yellow. It was really light, and then 13 was slightly darker, kind of the same type of color. Now 12 is a really, more like in a forest green territory, very dark, rich, deep green. 11 is slightly lighter, also more of a saturated deep green, but lighter than 12, that's for sure. Kind of like 12's friendlier cousin. There's a lot of green. Oh yeah, it's definitely a bouquet of flowers. What did I say? There's a little bit of 11 here we got to do. Now we're on 10. Oh, now we're on like an icy blue, like a periwinkle. This is like a really light, washed out blue. Definitely pastel land. 9 is even lighter. 9 is back to basically white. 9 is... You thought 10 was basically light as hell and almost colorless. Look at 9. It's basically like right on white. Now 8 is... Once you get to 8, 8's like 10 but a little darker. 8's a little more... Got more life to it, I think. I don't like a pastels. They look kind of lifeless and dull. Sometimes deeper, saturated, darker colors look a little richer. Now 7 is very dark. 7 is like what that one color was. I forgot what it was, but it was like 20 or 10 something. It was 22. 7 is like 22. It's a little lighter than 22. That's what 7 is. And this has got to be random because there were sections of 7 next to 22 that were pretty far from 6 and 5 and somewhat, so it's definitely a little random how this is set up. Now 6 is like a lightish, very muted green, very light green. The petals. Didn't know the petals of these flowers can be so light. Now 5 is like basically a cream color, very light yellow, basically white. Yeah. If we're not at white, we're right on the edge of it. Whereas like got some dirt in it. It's kind of the same like 5, but a little dirty. Cool. Kind of more grayish looking now. 3 is like a kind of your standard mid to light blue gray. 2's even lighter blue gray. Pretty cool looking color. I don't know what that is. How to describe it. Alright, now 1 is also the same kind of thing. And now we're done! That was hella dope and cool. Let me know if you want to see more of this. I thought that was hella dope and fun. I'm just going to do one level this time around, but If you like this stuff, if you want me to do more of this shiz, comment down below, fam. Anyways, thank you very much for watching. Hope you have a dope day. I'll see you all next time. Peace.